Yo, 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 yo. End of week 5, I think. Is this week 5 already? Week 5. Wrap up. Hail to Victor. Oh, man. There were some matches that were just down to the wire, matches that were crucial. It could be almost predictive of where the season's going to go, but it's only week 5, and people are starting to, how should I say, get a little nervous, So we're gonna go over that with our co-commissioners here. Introduce yourselves, Karen.
What's up, y'all?
Got to learn how to change that name. And of course, Norang, our other commissioner, who just continues.
What up, guys? How you guys doing this week?
Gosh, and our special guest, Bo Kimball, in the house.
It is a great honor to be here with you guys. Thank you so much. I just want to take the time to say we lost somebody. Angela Lansbury, 96 years old, Murder, She Wrote, great actress. Can we take a moment of silence for her? Ready? Thank you. Appreciate it.
So let's continue onwards till week 5, and we're going to share out exactly what happened and get your thoughts on that. I mean, let's just briefly look at the right-hand side, the standings of who's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way till 10. And now it just gets more and more interesting. Week 5, we're approaching. I mean, let's get to the head of it all. The matchup that is now going to be probably the highest scoring duo ever so far on those two. Let's just get straight to it. Dion, let's hear your thoughts first, and then we'll let the two speak on their behalf.
Oh yeah, this was looking like underdog weekend. I mean, all the teams that were dogs this week came out with a win except for JB over there. He held down the home court. Um, but Mahomes had a great Monday night. That was great for no. CMC showed up. Damian Pierce, steal of the draft. He keeps producing. He picked up Amari Cooper when I dropped him. That was a great play. Mark Andrews is always steady, and then his bench is dominating too. Um, he's got Gabe Davis sitting over there. That was a sneaky play to pick up Denver's defense against Matt Ryan. Tons of points for the defense there. And then he puts up most points of the week, second one this season.
Yeah.
And BK's team put up solid numbers too. 125 is a solid outing. I feel like he would have beaten half the league, except he just happened to be going up against No this week. BK made the right move with Raheem must start. Cooper Cup and DK, I like those guys. TJ Hawkinson, I mean, he scored like 36 points the previous week and then kind of dropped the ball this week. But I still have BK as a dark horse.
That's right, baby.
Honky Wrongs, give us your lowdown. I mean, there were some serious decision making for you to do. What happened this week? Why did you choose the players that you did? Let's hear the breakdown.
So, I mean, the decision making was Gabe Davis and Nick Folk really for me, and also Robert Woods and Devin Singletary. So I was like trying to figure out who was the shittiest team, but then I figured that maybe Justin Tucker or the Ravens were gonna be like, oh, we're scoring so much anyways, let's just kick the ball kind of deal, not trying to go for it kind of deal. And then my Broncos, I just liked them playing against the Colts because the Colts were doing really bad. Gabe Davis did not produce a lot of times, it's just trying to blow up. I mean, like some people have said that next week he's probably just gonna score like 3 points, you know. But he came this week, and I just missed my opportunity, and I was kind of sad about it at the moment. Uh, let's see here. It was a tough matchup, honestly. I was like, oh my God, we're just like 49, 51, 51, 49, back and forth. Like every play was back and forth. Like he's up, I'm down. And with the first game being with Gabe Davis and Nick Folk being scoring so well, I was like, oh, I just missed my opportunity of winning this week. And I thought I lost it because of that. I didn't play those two, but my team came and they played. You know, they showed us that anyone can win the league at the very last moment. I'm gonna push this because you know you can win all you want, but when it comes down to the last game, it ain't gonna make no difference. And Brian's team was ridiculous. I mean, I got really lucky because TJ didn't score his 30 points like he did last week, and I was just winning by like I looked at every player like match up like how many points ahead he was with me, and I really thought I was gonna lose at the very end because you made that comment about low scoring game, and it was a low scoring game. You know, it was a low scoring game. I was like, oh freak, I'm gonna lose, and I went to sleep before halftime or just at halftime trying to put this kids, but I was so tired myself, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. I was like, holy shit, I won. I think that the biggest surprise for me was Justin Tucker being able to make that many points make as many points as he did, because when Nick Folk scored 18, I was like, oh shoot, I'm just gonna score like under 10, and so I was surprised.
BK, your thoughts?
It was a tough loss. I mean, my team did fine. Norong's team won the week, obviously. I only cried once that day, so it wasn't too bad. You know, Norong was disappointed because Gabe Davis went off, and he thought, okay, maybe he's going to lose, but obviously he didn't. So he was totally fine. Nick Folk went off, but he was okay because Justin Tucker went off. We got 30 freaking points from his kicker and his defense, which is monstrous. Norong's got a really good team. And I've lost 3 times. And each of those times I've lost to the weekly winner. So it sucks, but at the same time, like I still feel like I have a good team. But like for Norong's team, you know, I definitely really like his team. From after the draft, I thought that, you know what, Norong has a good team. And I don't even think he knows he's got a good team. And even though he didn't get off to a great start this year so far, even though he's doing better now, I was trying at the office. I was trying to make freaking trades with them. I was like, all right, man, I want Dameon Pierce. Let's work something. But he always wanted Cup in all the trade scenarios. So I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So we never got a trade going. But it was a tough loss for me. But great win for Norong. So good job, Norong.
Thank you.
I don't think there's anything much more BK could have done. Everyone performed on his team. Is just TJ Hawk, man. That Detroit team blanking out just screwed a lot of people, obviously, trying to bank on that happening. But wild and high scoring game between the two. Couldn't have asked for a better matchup there. Let's switch quickly to Rip the Competition versus Can't Guard Mikes. This was a battle between two of the teams that are trying to jockey for that maybe last position there. Let's go in reverse order. BK, your thoughts on these two?
It was a good game. One Sug has a good team. 3-2 is an average record, but he's got a good team. His team's got injury problems right now. Jeffrey, he's not going to cater, but he's not making the playoffs. Jeffrey's team's a little weak. He has 0 QB help. Rustin Wilson, obviously horrible. What else? Wonsuck got the win, and that's all I can say. Really, he's got a good team. He's got a really good team. Brees Hall went on fire.
Yeah.
Cowboys freaking defense scored 23 points. I drafted them and then I dropped them like an asshole, after week 1. So, yeah, that's it.
Hunky Wrongs, your thoughts?
I mean, it was a close matchup, and then people just started going down. Like the Detroit not scoring a single point, that's a killer, And then Russell Wilson just not be able to make anything happen. Like those days happened, or those weeks happened. So it's sad. I mean, is that true that Darren Waller? I mean, once I had 0 points with Darren Waller, he got hurt in like 3 plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think he pulled his hamstring.
yeah. So let's see how everything turns out this
I mean,
week.
Saquon scored 18 and he was out like an entire quarter.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
And I was One Sucks team picking up Brees Hall when I dropped him. I was like, this guy sucks. But I mean, I don't know much about football, but once they got Zach Wilson back, these guys started playing. So maybe that leadership makes a difference, even though he looks like a babyface Zach Wilson kind of deal.
David Yun, is Wonsuck in the top 4 now?
Oh yeah, this was one of those matchups where like both of them were 2-2. One of them was gonna jump into that playoff contention spot. This is another one where the underdog came through. I think that Wonsuck picking up Brees Hall is maybe one of the best pickups of the season. I think he's gonna take over the offense. I think he's gonna be a stud. Wonsuck's always put together a solid team. I think that is, he picks up on these guys from college football. He did the same with Jamar Chase. And now he recognized Brees Hall right away. As for Jeff's team, I think Amon Ra is still nursing somewhat of an ankle injury. He's not 100%. So that whole Lions offense is not where it needs to be. It was nice for him to get Kamara back. Yeah, I think if he can strengthen his quarterback, he could make a move. We're all tightly bunched there at 3-2 and 2-3. There's some quarterbacks out there, or I guess there's one quarterback out there. I mean, is this the week that people break the bank to get some of the players out there? We'll see.
Well, we'll see who puts out the money for tomorrow. I mean, it seems like with Jeffrey, the quarterback issue is going to be huge. Why hasn't anyone thrown him a QB in a trade? I don't know what's going on with that. Is he willing to let go of some of these key components to his team? We'll see what happens next on that.
I mean, a trade for Jeff is bound to happen. I feel like Jeffrey is the one person who actually does trade. He usually has one trade every single year. Like nobody in this league trades, including myself. But Jeffrey is the one person who always ends up trading.
He is definitely looking. He hasn't hit me up. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see. Let's get to it. Wide receiver took down the Cho train from that. 97-84, ekes out a win there. What were you thinking with some of these choices?
I got lucky. I mean, I just got lucky. T. Higgins getting injured, Jalen Waddle playing without Tua. I had no business winning this matchup. But I guess you got to take the wins when you can get them. I still feel like it's going to be a slow death for me to get to the catering spot. This team is just not hitting. I feel like it's maybe starting to. Justin Herbert, Dalvin Cook, CeeDee Lamb could get better. Chris Olave, he's got a concussion, so I don't know if he'll make it through this week. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just spend everything I got in the free agent in the waiver wire tonight and get lucky.
We know you're dropping Rashad Penny, that's for sure. So watch out, you peoples. If you're looking for a running back, you better be able to pony up the money, because Dion's coming for something out there.
For what?
Running backs,
Running
because
backs.
Chris
Who?
Olave,
Chris Olave is a wide receiver.
he
No,
got
he's
concussion.
looking for a running back instead of Rashad Penny. He wants to pick
He's
up.
got Tony Pollard.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got it. I mean, there's Kenneth Walker out there.
Oh, that's true.
Who's that?
He's a black guy.
Honky Wrongs. What are you thinking about this matchup between the two? Wide receiver and Chocho. Is Chocho Train destined for catering?
I will say, if you shook a magic 8-ball, it says things point to positive.
He's magic 8-balling him to positive, catering for the Chocho Train.
I mean, Leonard Fournette is awesome on his team. Joe Mixon is whatever's, can be whatever's. Tom Brady has just personal problems. And then Jalen Waddle has no more quarterback to help him out. When they went down to the third string, so then after that third string, it's going to be like anybody. Najee Harris hasn't really been performing, but they played against Buffalo, which is like a tough D. Rams, I don't know what the hell's going on there with Matt Stafford and everything, but I mean, he still hits Cooper Kupp, but still, it's pretty tough. And Young Ho Koo is normally like scoring like 19 points, but just 1 point. That's probably why someone dropped him earlier on. On his bench, it's like 0-0. These two guys are out, or I don't know what Dalton Schultz is, but I don't know. Things don't look too bright. And, you know, I actually want Tom Cho to win, but I also want Dave Yoon to win. And so, you know, I'm taking a lot of my moves from Tom Cho's playbook of trusting your players, just hold out. I mean, I didn't obviously do that, but from some points. But I think he can come back a little bit, but it's going to be tough, especially when there's nobody, or it's just guessing who to pick up and just hoping for the best. And so I'm going to say I don't know about Tom Cho scoring too much, but I hope that he does win one next week. So let's see what happens. Dave Yoon's team looks pretty good on paper, you know. Spent a lot of money on Chris Olave, and then he performs. But this week, I mean, he performed this week, right? Put a lot of money on that guy.
2 weeks in a row.
Huh?
Finally got someone.
Yeah. And then it's only gonna get better. I mean, did he get hurt bad or no? He didn't get hurt that bad.
He got a concussion and then sat out the rest of the game.
Oh, really? Well, that stinks. But he was like the guy they were going for. I think his Dave Yoon's team is there, a lot of work, still some work coming up. I don't know how much money he has for Walker, but it's gonna have to figure something.
Who's that?
Oh,
Johnny Walker. You don't know Johnny Walker?
BK just throwing smoke screens out there. BK, is Tom Cho a candidate for trade bait? Does he sell out his team just so that he tries not to get catering out there?
I don't know. Tom Cho is a 3-time champion, right? It's really, really hard to believe he's 0-5. You know, maybe it was Korea, right? He's just like out there having fun, eating good ass food, not caring and not knowing about what's going on in America with football. So let's blame that. But he's back now. So he's going to get back on track, because you know what? 0-6 is that's hard to do. That's really hard to do. And he's got a chance to do it. This matchup was horrible. 2 shitty ass teams playing. Somebody's got to win. And it just so happened that, you know, 97 points is all it took from DU.
Oh gosh.
You know, these are 2 sorry ass teams. Actually, on paper, freaking Tom Cho's running backs are like amazing. Mixon, Najee, and fucking Fournette. That's like a great 3-headed monster. Too bad Najee Harris sucks, along with everyone else on Pittsburgh, including Dave Yoon's Deontay Johnson, who sucks. Pitts, oh my God, that's horrible. Kyle Pitts, I wanted him. Thank God I didn't fucking draft his ass. This is 2 bad teams, and good job, D-Yoon, for getting the win.
I mean, we'll see. DeAndre Hopkins is supposed to come back soon, so maybe T. Cho has some opportunities. But man, someone should make a trade offer with T. Cho and get some of that out there if you're trying to see what's going on. Here we have Beast Mode versus Nino in a matchup that we thought might be a little bit more contentious on here, but it seemed to be a blowout from the beginning. Thoughts on this one? Let's go reverse order. BK, you're up.
Two good teams, and then it destroyed Brian, obviously, but yeah, it's surprising it wasn't closer. And it had a great week, 127 points. Austin Eckler is like the #1 running back, so he hit for his ADP. Like he's a first rounder that actually like performed is performing really well for running backs. I don't like the long-term outlook on his team as much. James Robinson is getting less snaps. Keenan Allen, Nino keeps on bringing up his injury. He's good. I don't think he's like anything to write home about. CEH was outsnapped by McKinnon. So he's might be going down as well. He had a good start this season. Beast Mode's team I really like, even though he didn't win. Josh Allen obviously is the GOAT. Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown. He's got a good solid team. He got Ramondre on the fucking bench, and he's like really good as well. He just needs another receiver, and he's golden. I like Beast Mode in the playoffs.
Ooh, honky wrongs. Who are you seeing here? Who's going to be the #4 team in the playoffs?
#4 team. I mean, everything's pointing towards Beast Mode being what, second best or third best? Third best, right? His team just didn't perform this week, and Miami has. I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably thought that the Jets suck, and that's why he was gonna play that. But Miami are just, I don't know, some bad things is just bad voodoo is happening in that team down there. Maybe the hurricane, I don't know, but they were like, did they play in Miami? Because weren't they like, oh, keep the game here kind of deal, even though our place is destroyed kind of deal.
I think that was last week, buddy.
Oh, that was last week? Okay. Yeah, I think Beast Mode still has a high chance of making it, but the Nets team, good win. Austin Eckler is bombing, and Travis Kelce I think they made a statement saying that he scored the highest for tight ends forever for the Kansas City, and probably that record probably wouldn't be broken. And so that was a big win. I was surprised to see that he got 127 points when they were like almost dead even, and Beast Mode was supposed to win. So that was pretty impressive. Good win.
Dion, is Beast Mode faltering? Is Nino taking that 4 position?
No, Beast Mode's gonna be fine. Beast Mode's gonna be fine. This was another upset. It was upset weekend. Eckler and Kelce just dominated, and it's tough when you got two guys that put up 60 points. So I think Beast is gonna be fine. He's got a lot of studs on that team. Nino's got some great players. I think Kyler's gonna get better once D-Hop comes back. It is a little concerning about CEH. There's a lot of competition in that backfield. His big wage on Devonta Smith paid off. And then it is concerning about James Robinson. He's also in a crowded backfield. But we can all find out what happens later tonight when the waiver wire goes through, because a lot of these teams could change.
Why? Who's out there? There's no one out there.
Huh?
There's no one out there.
What?
What running backs? I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, let's just get to the matchup that everyone was looking for. The #1 teams coming up and having the battle. There was a lot of trash talking happening probably behind the scenes, not really posted there, but someone said that the cream was rising to the top and clearly it has. Latte art was done to make this victory possible. But I'll let you guys discuss what happened in this matchup there. Let's go in reverse order, DU. And
You've been waiting all day to say that one. Nice one, JV. I like that one. This one, oh my God, it could have gone either way in the first half of that Monday night game. Devontae gets one huge play, and I think breaks one for a touchdown, and it's not looking good. And then they throw it up to him again. He could have had another big play for a touchdown. It turns out to be pass interference, and then they give it to Josh Jacobs to punch it in. I think that probably summed up the match where Tion was throwing punches, but you were somehow dodging bullets. Nice win, JV. Nice win.
yeah, it's look. Honky Rungs, your thoughts.
I mean, this was a very close game. I mean, it's almost like ESPN had put some voodoo on it, just knowing who's gonna do well. And I don't know how they do it, but they make these weeks very interesting. Tom Yon's team losing his quarterback like right away, and he just was kicking himself in the butt for it. He was like, "I wanted to win, so I should have played wins," And then he didn't do it, and that's what happened. And but his scores are pretty impressive still. 25 from Nick Chubb. Justin Jefferson showed up this week. Devontae Adams was super mad that he probably is gonna get sued for pushing a cameraman and not playing next week. So I'm just joking about that part, but he's got a lot of potential. His quarterback is where he's faltering, and that is impressive win for JB. But I mean, JB's team, it was already gold when it came in. I mean, 14 points just for Lamar. That's pretty low for Lamar. But Josh Jacobs coming, I had him last year, and I was just thinking to myself, that's my guy. Everyone was talking trash to me when I picked him up last year. But, this year's a different year. Stephon Diggs showed up. Jeff Wilson Jr. I mean, that guy, I just see him on the waiver wire. When did you pick him up? Like last week?
When my initial draft choice, Elijah Mitchell, went down.
Oh, okay. That's so last week, or a couple weeks ago or something.
No, this is like week 2.
Week two?
I lost them then.
And then Tyreek Hill is not performing as well, but still does okay just because of quarterback issues. Good win. Buffalo's D, great. And you have Marquise Brown. Every time I'm like, oh, is this guy available? And, Marquise Brown, and looks like you always have him, or someone else has him. Good job, JB.
Thank you. BK, who's legitimately the number one team? Is it Tion? Is it Bex Ballers?
Well, you won the match, and you have the best record in the league, right? So I would say you for now. You have the best receiving core. Maybe Tom Young thinks it's his team. Right now, Stephon Diggs is number 2. Tyreek Hill is number 5. Marquise Brown is number 6 in terms of top receivers in the league. So pretty damn good. Jeff Wilson Jr., great pickup. Elijah Mitchell, when is he coming back? Somebody should pick his ass up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, somebody should grab him. Lamar Jackson, obviously very good. Tom Young's team is freaking outstanding. Very well-rounded. Awesome receivers, awesome running backs. He just needs a freaking QB. I mean, we've said this for like 4 or 5 weeks now, right? He needs a QB. Once he gets that QB, if he picks up Geno's or whoever's out there, I don't know who's out there. I'm not gonna say his name. Geno Smith. Okay, I said his name.
Got it anyways.
Yeah, if he grabs him, then he'll probably be in really good condition. He's already in good condition. I mean, he's in the playoffs. You're in the playoffs. It's anyone's game.
Oh, we'll see. didn't want to answer the question on who's the number one. That's okay. The cream rises to the top. Let's just take a look at it. Guys, talk about your top four. Who's going to the playoffs? And if you had to pick, not even one, we know who's going to the catering bowl right now. But who's going to be fighting for that second to last spot? Maybe being in contention for that. Let's go. Let's hear your thoughts. I'm just going to open it up. Go talk, figure it out.
Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I mean, definitely JB's in, right? Freaking Tom Yun's in. Then you got freaking One Sug has great team. I have an okay team. Nino's got an okay team. Beast Mode has a solid team. So that's who's fighting for the playoffs. Maybe even Unky Rung too. Maybe I'll add him in also.
Wow. Okay.
And that's it. That's it. So what is that? Freaking 6 teams? 7 teams going for 4 spots.
Okay. Other thoughts?
I think you could throw Jeffrey in there if he gets a quarterback.
Jeffrey ain't going in there. No. Sorry, Jeff.
It's gonna be a little awkward at work tomorrow.
Well, these motherfuckers are golfing, and I'm going to work. They're fucking golfing tomorrow. Actually, right after this, I'm going to the restaurant to pick up fucking shit. Right after this.
Goodness. Right now, standing projections: Bex Ballers, Sweetboy Jamal in number 2.
Yeah.
Number
Amazing.
3, Big O TDs, and then number 4, Can't Guard Mikes. Wow. Dion, is this the top 4 that you're thinking of?
Oh yeah, that's there's so much movement going on here. Wow, you know it's crazy. Sunday Funday goes from 2 to 5. Jojo Train, and then what is it? Beast goes from 7 to 3. There's a lot of movement. Can't Guard Mike's going from 10 to 4. And this is like the first third of the season. I don't know, man. It's still too early to call, but there's still the top 3. You, Tom, I would say Beast, and then that 4th spot. That could be anyone's. I still have BK as the dark horse there, and I think no is a surprise too. I think No could get that spot. I still like Jeff's team. So who knows?
Honky Wrongs, are you in contention?
I mean, I don't know if I'm in contention, but it is kind of crazy to watch this, like how everyone's going back and forth, and it's just like the weather forecast for Michigan sometimes, it's just raining some spots and not raining some spots. But I feel like this week is gonna be the week that it's kind of like the witching hour of fantasy football, right? Of who's going to take that lead of tie, or just tying. Everyone's gonna tie, and then it's gonna be the lead for the next week. So it's a chance for anyone. I think it's anyone's game besides Beaks Ballers and
what?
Tom Giddies.
Put some respect on that name. Put some respect on that name. But anyways, we're getting to a really contentious time. Remember, this probably the schedule of the first 4 is going to probably end up with the last set of games towards the end, right? So we're going to see maybe some repeats here. Week 6, do you see any matchups out there that you're looking to see as definers?
Wait, JB, you didn't say who you think is going to make the playoffs.
Oh, I'm the host of the show. I can't say those.
Come on.
I mean, it's quite obvious who the top person is.
Top 4. Who's in the playoffs?
Yes, I do think Sweetboy Jamal is gonna end up in the playoffs. I'm gonna say I think Hunky Wrongs is gonna make a run. I think Hunky Wrongs is gonna make the run. And the last 4, I'm gonna say it's either gonna be Tion or Nened.
Interesting.
That's my top 4 right now, but all that matters is me, but whatever's. Week 6, any matchups that you're seeing as being critical for that?
Nino and Tanya. That's a good matchup. One Suck and Norang. Good matchup. JB, you're gonna win again. Chocho Train versus Beast Mode. 0-6. Is that gonna happen to Chocho? That's pretty crazy. Me against DU. Should be fun.
That's
That's
going to
all.
be a critical one. That's going to be a critical one. So let's anticipate what is going to happen for week 6. Guys, thank you for showing up and giving your thoughts on it. Any last remaining issues, controversial things that you want to bring up, because Norang always has something.
I got something. Taysom fucking Hill. He's not a tight end.
Pick
fuck
his
is
ass
that?
up.
He's a QB running back.
That guy, I want him.
He's on the fucking wire, and somebody's gonna get him. And guess what? New Orleans is still gonna do that shit, even if when Jameis is back. That's fucking crazy, man.
I wonder.
Sure, he might score like fucking 3 points one week, but another week he'll score like 25 fucking
I
points.
wonder how much Norang has left in the bank.
Yo, this is the spending week. This is like, it's either you build your team now, win these games, or you better just pack your bags and
Get that sushi ready.
figure out what's to eat.
Get that sushi ready. Dion, how much money you spending this week, buddy?
We're breaking the bank. We're breaking the bank.
$29. That's how much you get. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey,
yeah.
Olave
You
was
gotta
worth
go
it.
big. You
Olave
gotta
was
go
worth
big.
it.
I fucking broke the bank on fucking Ezekiel Elliott. My God,
Hey,
worst pickup of the year. Can we have awards? Worst pickup of the year? That's gonna be mine.
Really? You didn't think Robert Woods is a bad one? Bad.
Oh, you got plenty of bad ones. Don't worry.
Oh man, we'll see. We'll see who's gonna break the bank tomorrow morning at 3:41 Eastern Standard Time. That's gonna be on there. But guys, thanks for coming out, discussing week 5 wrap-ups. Blueberry, say hi, Blueberry.
Blueberry.
But we'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you guys. Hopefully, maybe sometime this weekend.
I heard you coming.
Yeah, don't be busy. Sunday night, let's get together.
Okay.
Oh, when you leaving?
Monday night.
What the fuck? We're all meeting Monday night.
Oh, well, I guess I won't see you guys then. Hey, have a great week. We'll see you on the waiver wires. And thank you for week 5 wrap up. Peace.
Peace out.
Laters.